Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Komariyah, NPM 254120043. I'm from Accounting 25A. In this presentation, we will discuss one of the important methods in qualitative research, namely focus group discussion or FGD. FGD is a method widely used in social research, education, business, and product development. This method helps researchers or other parties to understand a phenomenon in greater depth through group discussion. In this presentation, we will cover the definition of FGD, its characteristics, objectives, when it is used, its stages of implementation, as well as its advantages and disadvantages. By understanding all of these, it is expected that we can learn how FGD works and why it is a very useful method in qualitative data collection. FGD or focus group discussion is a qualitative data collection method conducted through a small group discussion guided by a facilitator. The main purpose of this method is to explore in-depth information regarding participants' opinions, attitudes, experiences, and perceptions toward a specific topic. Unlike individual interviews or written surveys, FGD allows interaction among participants. From this interaction, new ideas, views, or perspectives often emerge that may not appear in individual settings. Thus, FGD is not just a question and answer session, but an active discussion process that produces richer and deeper data. FGD has several main characteristics that distinguish it from other data collection methods. First, the number of participants is usually limited, around 7 to 11 people. This number is considered ideal so that the discussion remains effective, not too crowded, but still diverse. Second, participants usually have relatively similar backgrounds, such as age, profession, or experience. This aims to keep the discussion focused and easy to understand for all participants. Third, the discussion is guided by a facilitator. The facilitator plays an important role in maintaining the flow of discussion, ensuring all participants speak, and keeping the conversation on topic. Fourth, FGD is conducted in a neutral and comfortable setting so that participants feel free to express their opinions without pressure. FGD has several main objectives in its implementation. The first is to identify problems. Through group discussion, researchers can understand issues from various participants' perspectives. Second, FGD is used to collect in-depth qualitative data. This data usually consists of opinions, experiences, and views that cannot be measured numerically. Third, FGD can be used to develop research hypotheses. This means that the results of the discussion can serve as a basis for further research. Fourth, FGD also supports the planning and evaluation process of a program or policy, so that decisions made are more accurate and aligned with the needs of society or users. FGD is used in certain situations. It is very suitable when discussing a new program or service, such as in product development, public policy, or educational services. In addition, FGD is used when deeper opinions are needed from a group of people, not just short answers like in surveys. FGD is also very useful when research questions cannot be easily answered through questionnaires or written surveys, because they require broader and more interactive explanations. In other words, FGD is used when a richer and deeper understanding of a topic is needed. The implementation of FGD generally consists of three main stages. The first stage is the preparation stage. At this stage, the researcher determines the objectives of the FGD, selects appropriate participants, and prepares discussion questions or guidelines. The second stage is the discussion stage. At this stage, the facilitator leads the discussion, ensures all participants are involved, and keeps the discussion focused on the topic. The third stage is the post-discussion stage. At this stage, the results of the discussion are analyzed in depth to identify patterns, themes, or conclusions that can be used for research or decision-making. These three stages are very important and must be carried out systematically to ensure optimal results. FGD has several advantages that make it widely used in qualitative research. First, FGD can generate diverse ideas because it involves many people with different perspectives. Second, FGD creates interactive discussions, allowing participants to respond to and develop each other's ideas. Third, this method can stimulate new ideas that may not have been thought of before. Fourth, FGD encourages participants to express their opinions more openly due to the dynamic and less formal group discussion environment. Despite its advantages, FGD also has some disadvantages. One of them is that data analysis can be quite difficult because the results are qualitative and unstructured. In addition, FGD may also cause bias, for example if one participant is too dominant and influences others' opinions. FGD is also less in-depth for each individual because the limited time must be shared among participants. Finally, FGD requires a skilled facilitator. Without a good facilitator, the discussion may become unstructured or go off topic. In conclusion, focus group discussion is a very effective method for gathering in-depth information through structured group discussion. Through FGD, we can better understand participants' opinions, experiences, and perceptions compared to other data collection methods. However, to achieve optimal results, FGD must be conducted with good planning, a competent facilitator, and proper data analysis. That concludes this presentation. Hopefully, it provides a clear understanding of focus group discussion or FGD. Thank you. That's all my presentation about focus group discussion. Thank you and I close. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.